Welcome to another guide to new mods for Tuesday the 12th of March on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. So as I said in my last mod review video, assistance video, which came out this morning, I didn't know if any more mods would come out today, and they have. It's Tuesday the 12th of March and we've got 3 new mods. At the time of recording this we've got 3 new mods. If any more come out later on, there could be a subsequent video coming out later as well anyway. But the 3 mods we've got 2 in front of us that I think have been ported over. One definitely, the other I think so, and one new one here. So I'm really pleased with these. They're nice mods. I like these. We have got what shall I start with? Let's start on the left hand side, shall we? We've got this. This is the Surci T088. I think it's T0, not TO. This is a manure spreader, like a 1980s style, older type. I didn't say older type, it makes it sound awful, doesn't it? But I suppose the 1980s were quite a long time ago now. This is by Surci Modding and Aaa Modding as well. This will be 5 slots if you want one. I like it a lot actually. It's got a lot of nice detail. The Surci mods that Aaa Modding generally put out and have done in the past have always been really top quality, and this is no different. Lots of detail on it. It just really looks the part. I really like that. So we'll have a quick look in store. Now obviously a lot of people, whenever they message me, say about the muck spreaders and stuff, and they want bigger ones and larger capacity, and you know, it depends how you're playing the game. It depends what way you're doing it. If you're using old machinery, small machinery, if you're playing on a smaller map rather than a large one, you know, you might just be enjoying the farming side of it rather than just getting loads done quickly. And this really fits the bill, I think, for a nice kind of small map. Yeah, don't know, I've already got ideas buzzing around in my head, but I like that. So let's have a look. It is in here. It is under, I've lost it, manure spreaders. Now on the Modhub it says T088 plus 353. I assumed that was 2 separate mods, but when I scroll across, it's right there, the T088. I haven't found anything that says 353, so I don't know about that. Plus it also says in the Modhub that it's 4,500. Well, it's 9,500, so I'm assuming that's a typo. But anyway, regardless of that, like I've already said, this will take up 5 slots. It's got a capacity of 10,600 litres, and it's got a 9-metre spread on it. It only requires 114 horsepower, so a few of the smaller tractors should be able to deal with it. And we have got a couple of options available. We can have it in this rather stylish blue and red, or we can have it in green and yellow. Now obviously with the blue and red, it's great with the red wheels, but when you go to green and yellow, the red wheels don't look as, you know, it does not quite fit. So we can go to rim colour, and we can change the rim colour to yellow, and that kind of fits a little bit better with the green and yellow theme, unless of course you particularly want red rims. It's up to you. And that's it. That's the options available to you. So what I'm going to do is give it a go. I want to see it in action. I haven't used it yet, but I'm curious to see what the animations are like. I've got a whole load of stuff all kind of set up here, ready to go. I've got the Holger Sengstock manure buy point here. I'm assuming it will fill up from here, no problem at all. Now it sits quite high on the trailer hitch on this one, but I don't know if it's just this tractor in particular. It might be on other tractors it will sit a bit lower, but it does seem to sit quite high on this one. And there's no way of adjusting it. Sometimes you get a bit of adjustment. If you hold down L1 and the right stick, you can adjust it, but because it's an old trailer, it doesn't have that ability available. So this is the easy mode of these, so this should fill up from the front here. If I press L3, there we go. And there's our 10,600 litres. Now I'm hoping this is going to work on the field over here. I don't think it's been fertilised already, but this doesn't matter. We should be able to get it to spread anyway. And that's I just want to see this working. So we should do L1 square, turn on spreader, there we go. I like it. It goes at 9 miles an hour. Like I say, 9 metre spread. I know I'm damaging the crops because at the end of the day I shouldn't really be driving over them anyway, but I just wanted to see the spreader going. That's cool. I like that. That's a nice tidy mod. And that, to be fair, I mean, I know it's only a 9 metre spread, but that wasn't going through the manure at such a ridiculous rate you're going to, you know, use up too much of it. It looks even better when you get a bit of mud and dirt and stuff on it. But anyway, there you go. That's the first of our mods. That's the Surci T088 from Surci Modding and Aaa Modding. Very nice indeed. The second of the mods we're going to have a quick look at. We have got this. This is the Hyzomat heating plant. This has been ported over from FS17 by Stefan 1997, and it's a placeable. This will set you back 8 slots for placing it. So this has been ported over. I used it a few times on FS17. Often the prices weren't fantastic and it was quite expensive to place and that kind of thing. That said, I do like it. Again, it's a nice to have some other options available if you're doing forestry and that kind of thing, and because you can pretty much place it anywhere. So we'll have a look in store under placeables. We'll go to miscellaneous and we'll scroll across, and then we have it. The Hyzomat heating plant is 68,000 to buy. So the initial cost is quite high, and you're going to have to put quite a few wood chips through it, I would imagine, to make that money back before you then even sort of move into profit. But you can do that. When you do place it though, it does put here on the pricing menu, the second one down says heating plant, and that's got its own price there for wood chips. Now I don't know if that's a set price and it stays at 175, or whether that will fluctuate like the other prices do or not, because I know on the old static wood chipper it used to be a constant, so it's possible that that will stay constant 175, or like I say, it could fluctuate. I'm not too sure at the moment, I haven't really tried, but so it does come up on there as its own sell point for heating plant. So what you should do, there is a light on here as well that comes on at night to light up your unload area with its auger in the middle that takes it up into the centre there. It's a very tidy mod, nicely detailed. Very nice. So what we'll do, I have a trailer full of wood chips prepared. We will tip them in and let's see what we make. This is the Joskin Transpace. I think it's the 31,000 litre capacity one. Now on the old one, I recall I tipped into it. I've wood chipped directly from a wood chipper into it, and I think it used to work with conveyor belts as well. You could use conveyor belts to go into it, so I assume that's all still the case. I haven't tried all those things yet, but when I back up to it, we should get to a point where we can tip. This is where I missed the old, on FS17 you had the old tip symbol would come up as soon as you're in the right place, so I hope this is going to work. Oh no, that's interesting, because it's not taking them. That's odd. No, there's no on-off switch for this, is there? What is going on? Now, I'm assuming this is just a glitch. I can't see that I've missed anything. It's not like you have to go into it like you do with some of the wood chippers to turn it on. There's no on-off button. That's not working, and that's definitely wood chips. I'm not quite sure how else you're supposed to put wood chips into this. You would generally bring them in a trailer. So I don't know if that's going to need an update. That's very peculiar, unless I've missed something so ridiculously obvious. It's definitely not working. Let's have a look in the store. It just says sell wood chips. There's no... Let's get another one. Let's place it. Just want to double check this. I want to make sure I haven't made a mistake anywhere. Let's place it there. It wouldn't be the first time I've missed something really obvious. Now I can't imagine this would be, it would only operate at certain times. Because first of all I thought, oh, it was going in, but it's going to be like the BGA and you can only, you get paid at midnight kind of thing, but that doesn't seem to be the case either. Now, I can't imagine it's the trailer that's causing the issue, because it's just an in-game standard trailer. And to be fair, it hasn't got a hazard thing in front of it, and it didn't come up with the tip symbol that you get, you know, when you're selling things elsewhere. So I really don't know. That's very peculiar. Nothing's come up to tip, has it? Nope. This action cannot be performed here. Nope. Exactly the same thing, just seems to be going through it. Well, okay. Now I don't know if that's me, if I'm making a mistake somewhere. But that does not appear to be working at all. So I apologise to the modders. I apologise, Stefan, if there's something I've missed, let me know. But there you go, that doesn't seem to want to work, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. There you go, it's live, people. Okay, so the last of our mods then, can't do a lot about that. Is the Lemkin, and this is the ITS Lemkin pack. This is by ITS. This is the Dolomite 9, and these are subsoilers. Now these were on FS17, and you could put them onto the Lemkin Gigant 8, I think it was. So you can have two of these next to each other to give yourself a bigger subsoiler. We'll have a look at these very, very quickly in store. So these come under subsoilers. There we go. So we scroll across and we've got them here, the Dolomite 9 3 metre, the Dolomite 9 4 metre, 7,000 and 8,500. These are 6 slots each when you first buy them. Comparing them price wise to the other ones that we've got the Combi Plough Gold 3 metre for 7,000, so that's about the same price. The 4 metre one though, that one's 9,500, this one is only 8,500, so it's 1,000 cheaper. But what it has got, like some of these, like the DC401, the Kuhn one, it can be hooked up to other implements, because when you look at it, you've got 3-point link at the front, at the back you've got these hooks, which means there's a lot of the things in the Kuhn pack. You've got a this is the subsoiler, there's a cultivator and a seeder that all hook together, and this will do exactly the same thing. But options available on both of these. Let's try and get in so we can see them a little bit better. We can change the design colour to any of these, and the design is the prongs themselves, the subsoilers on the bottom. So if I wanted to put it as, I don't know, let's say a black or a kind of charcoal colour there, or we could go with a more silver kind of colour, maybe like that. And then we can change the main colour, so we can have it if you want it red to go with your Massey Ferguson or whatever you're driving at a particular time. We can have a nice, well, the Lemkin's already there. We could have it MrSealyp green if you really wanted to. Got the Star orange, like I say, anything you like. You can change the main colour of it, which you never could before. And then we go down to Lemkin. We can actually take the decals off. So you can just have it plain if you want to. We can put it back on. It has the Lemkin Dolomit 9 on it if you want to. So those are the options available. And it kind of does exactly what you expect. It's a subsoiler. Let's grab this. I'll get the small one out of the way first of all. And what it has got, I've left that open in the corner. There's quite a few different options. And if I go down to and press R1, it says lift crane arm. If I do that, I can actually... Where we go? Now weirdly enough, that's doing the side to side. It says open front loader tool, I don't know. Anyway, if I go left and right on my right stick, it raises and lowers the actual subsoiler parts. So you can kind of set the depth if you want to. That's not going to actually make any real difference in game, I don't think, but it's kind of a nice little feature. Let's go over here. And drop it down. And away we go. Now this will give you the ploughing state, but a cultivated texture. So if you don't want to plough, you can use one of these instead, and it will give you the ploughing state rather than ploughing. I often use these, like the 4 metre ones, because I prefer a square-ended plough. I just find it a little bit easier. So it won't give you the ploughing look, the texture. It will give you a cultivated texture, but it will give you a ploughed state. And like I say, if I move it onto the 4 metre one, we can hook up to the Kuhn implements to the side. I'm really disappointed about that heating plant. I hope it's not something glaringly obvious that I've missed, something that should be, you know. So like I say, if I back this up now to the power harrow, which is this one here, it will hook up and the PTO runs through the middle of it. And if I back it up again, I can hook up to the seeder. It goes in the back of the road, and you need a weight on the front of this or a tractor that's going to do it. And it will give you all sorts of options to move various different bits of equipment around if you want to. But it will subsoil, it will then cultivate, and it will seed, or you can just use it as a subsoiler on its own, however you'd rather do it. Let's drop that back off again. And there you go, that's it. That's the subsoiler, the Lemkin pack by ITS. Again, it's one of those ones, kind of does exactly what it says on the tin, really. Very, very nice indeed. I hope you found this useful and informative. I'm sorry about the heating plant. I don't know what's gone wrong there. If you have found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest, whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.